Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nitya Jaya Advaita Chandra Jaya Gopra Bhakta Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Advaita Chandra Jaya Gopra Bhakta Jnana Shalakaya Chakshumitanyana Tasma Shri Gurave Shri Chaitanya Manavishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutaveswaram Vatapada Navrandadati Sankirtan Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yutapadakamam Shri Guru Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahavanavadana Pamitam Sajivam Sahadevim Sadhavatam Parijana Sabatam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Shri Vishal Hey Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagat Tapta Kanchana Gauranga Radhe Shri Krishna Sute Devi Vanchakalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya eva cha patita. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Shri Abhi Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Krishna Padaya Krishna Hastaya Bhudine Shri Girirajaya Swami Suvakta Radharasmi Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangam Langayato Girimukhi Vandu Shri Guru Dinata. So we are reading Shri Chaitanya Charitamrita Adi Lila, chapter 17, text 276. So we just completed one quite dramatic section of Shri Chaitanya Charitamrita, how Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu decided to take sannyas. And now, so this is very, very instructive. It's like living in two worlds. And that's how the devotees, as they progress, they also adopt two worlds. One is a material world and one is a spiritual world. So Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, when he lived in the material world, it's like he had to meet with all these types of stuff, right? The criticism, etc. But then he switched off all this. And he got absorbed in his own mood, his real and own mood. So text two, I'll just read again 275, which gave that introduction to it. The same Supreme Person Godhead who appeared as the son of Mother Yashoda has now appeared as the son of Mother Sachi, relishing 4 kinds of devotional activities. Swamadhurya Radha Prema Rasa Ashvadite Radha Bhavangi Kariyache Bhalamate. To taste the mellows of Srimati Radharani's loving affairs in his relationship with Krishna, and to understand the reservoir of pleasure in Krishna. Krishna himself, as Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, accepted the mood of Radharani. In this connection, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur writes in his Anubhasya, Shri Gaura Sundar is Krishna himself with the attitude of Srimati Radharani. Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu never gave up the attitude of the gopis. He remained everlastingly predominated by Krishna and never accepted the part of the predominator by imitating conjugal love with an ordinary woman as sahajas generally do. He never placed himself in the position of a debauchee. Lusty materialists like the members of the Sahaja Sampradaya hanker after women, even others' wives. But when they try to ascribe the responsibility for their lusty activities to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, they become offenders to Swarup Damodar and Srila Vrindavan Das Thakur. In Sri Chaitanya Bhagavat Adi Khand, chapter 15, it is said, Sabe parastriya prati nahi parihas, Sridekhi dure Prabhu haina ekapas. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu never even joked with others' wives. As soon as he saw a woman coming, he would immediately give her ample room to pass without talking. He was extremely strict regarding the association of women. The Sahajas, however, pose as followers of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, although they indulge in lusty affairs with women. In his youth, Lord Chaitanya was very humorous with everyone, but he never joked with any woman, nor in this incarnation did he talk about women. The Gauranga Nagari party is not approved by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu or Vrindavan Das Thakur. Even though one may offer all kinds of prayers to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, one should strictly avoid worshipping him as Gauranga Nagar. The personal behavior of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and the verses written by Sri Vrindavan Das Thakur have completely repudiated the lusty desires of the Gauranga Nagari. Oh my God. So this section now is describing Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He's in the mood of the gopis. So let's make a note of this. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is in the mood of the gopis. He never adopted the mood of Krishna who's enjoying Ras Lila. We follow this? Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Krishna himself, right? So therefore you could say that he's allowed Ras Lila, isn't it? If he's Krishna, then he's allowed Ras Lila. But he was in the mood of Gopi. And he never gave up the attitude of the gopis. He remained everlastingly predominated by Krishna. And, oh my God. Yeah, he remained forever everlastingly predominated by Krishna and never accepted the part of the predominator by imitating conjugal love with an ordinary woman, as Sahajas generally do. Okay? What are all these stuff that is appearing here and there?
Mataji, Gauranga Nagara. What is Gauranga Nagara? It is mentioned here, na, that.
Because there is one, the Gauranga Nagari party. Okay, so there is some Sahajas called Gauranga Nagari. So what do? They say that Gauranga Nagari, meaning that Gauranga, who is the enjoyer of the women. All right. So the Sahaja, they say, I'm Krishna, and therefore, so they say, I'm the party of Gauranga. And what do? They enjoy with other women. Yeah, Indira Radha.
Very good. I am just thinking, what is the message? What is Mahaprabhu trying to 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 tell us by acting in this way?
Oh, see, this is not preaching. This is not Mahaprabhu's preaching. That's why we are discussing. That is his external mood and his internal mood. So who is Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Krishna in the mood of the gopis, and specifically Srimati Radharani. So when he was preaching, he dealt as a householder, he appeared as a brahmana, and he was, with those brahmana community, he took sannyas and this, right? But with now it is his own internal uh, himself is different from what is exhibited externally in the material world, right? What he is. So this section is describing Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu as he is, his internal mood. Just like even Krishna when he comes. Is it his eternal work only to come and kill demons, fight in battle of Kurukshetra? No, when he comes here in this material world, then he does all this. But that's not his work. In his original constitution, he is in Vrindavan enjoying pastime with his friends, mother, father, etc., etc. So Mahaprabhu, when he appeared in this material world, he came to preach and convert people into followers of Krishna, right? But that's not him. So here, what is being described is Shri Krishna Chaitanya in his own self. You're able to follow this?
Not really.
Not fully.
I'm just trying to figure out what is he teaching by acting in this way. Should we act like this?
No, he's not teaching anything here. Just like when Krishna is in the rasa dance, he's not teaching anybody. Right? When Krishna is in the rasa dance, he's not teaching anything. It's just his natural.
Yeah, but Mahaprabhu came to teach.
Yes. Now he has already
come as a teacher, we come as a to show how to do it. So
okay.
what is
Okay. Mahaprabhu had the two reasons, external reason and internal reason, right? The external reason is to preach, give the Harinam Sankirtan. This is external reason. Internal reason is relishing his own mood of Shrimati Radharani. Krishna in the mood of Shrimati Radharani. We studied that, I don't know which chapter.
No, this is
Long back. Oh, that was in the previous volume, I think.
Yeah. I
Previous.
remember that.
The three.
And we know that. Yeah.
We'll have to go back. In the previous volume. The external reasons and then the internal reason.
Yeah, I remember that.
Right. So now this is the internal reason that is exhibited here. But it is just our good luck that it is being exhibited in front of us, people of Kali Yuga. Just like, let's say Ramachandra appeared in Treta Yuga. All right. So his appearance is quite straightforward. Everything is Maryada Purushottam. Right? Very straightforward. Yeah. Krishna came in Kali Yuga, right? where people are very fallen. He came just under transit between Dwapar and Kali Yuga, right? 5,000 years ago, when people are so fallen. And what did he show? He showed us his Ras Lila. I don't know how to get this out of my computer. This WhatsApp message keeps popping up here. Yeah. So here we are reading of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, one as the preacher and second in himself. And that's why these Brahmana students got confused. They couldn't figure out what he's doing, gopi, 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 you know. So they got confused. And they started criticizing him. For exactly the same reason that we are not able to figure out what he's doing. Amrita Radhe?
Hare Krishna Mataji. Right now, you mentioned that Mahaprabhu is showing that how, like, when advanced devotees also, like when someone progresses in bhakti, they will also experience something similar. Internally, they'll be in the spiritual world, and externally, they'll be in this world. So can we infer from this? Like, for example, even in case of Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, we have heard that he could internally go in the spiritual world and render service to Radharsham. So can we say that here Mahaprabhu is also showing that through Nam Sankirtan, in when you advance internally, you will be able to experience spiritual world? Can we say that he's showing that? Or is he just relishing his internal bhav like you were mentioning right now?
Well, he is Mahaprabhu. Yeah, Mahaprabhu, original, this is his original self. All right? When he is in that heart, his original self. By his great mercy, he came in this material world and he is preaching and distributing love of Godhead. All right? Now, we devotees, as we progress, as you just mentioned, the case of Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur or Raghunath Das Goswami or the other Goswami, right? So their Swarup Siddhi was awakened, right? But they lived an external life also. So for us, we are sadhakas, but the point is that we can never defeat the material world. Whatever you do, something or the other will bug you, right? So the more we shift our consciousness into spiritual realm, the more we develop our relationship, our sambandh with Gaunitai, with Radha Krishna, with the Guru Parampara. It's a question of shift of consciousness, meaning that you focus more on that side. Then you can neglect the activities of the material world. Like here is a classic example of how Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he just shifted. All right, so he did the needful. So he understood that these Brahmana boys, they're misunderstanding him. So he adjusted things in order to deal with this. But then he just dropped that and he went to his own. So what is being described here is his own personal mood. Are you able to follow this?
Yes, Mataji. Here, basically, Mahaprabhu's internal mood is being stored, and
Yeah.
for sadhakas, it will be difficult, I guess. That's what I understood from your answer. But yeah, it will be difficult for us. But we have to keep practicing devotional service, as in we have to keep practicing giving our consciousness to Guru Parampara, Mahaprabhu, Panchatattva, and Radharsham. We have to keep practicing. So that's sadhana bhakti. We keep practicing giving our consciousness to them or service to them. That's what I understood.
Yeah. Is it okay?
And his internal mood is that of Radharani, right?
Mahaprabhu's internal mood. So he's in the mood of the gopis, right? Shrimati Radharani. Let's read it again. So Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur writes in his Anubhasya. Shri Gaura Sundar is Krishna himself with the attitude of Shrimati Radharani. All right. Are you frozen? I'm just saying Devahuti frozen with the phone on. Something, are you able to hear me? Am I with you?
Yes, Mataji, you're there.
Okay.
And no one is frozen.
Mataji, what are you seeing?
I'm seeing everybody frozen.
No,
No,
You're
Mataji,
here.
nobody is
no,
frozen.
no. We can hear you.
Okay, I think my something switched from here on my 1 minute. I have to switch my network. Anyway, you're hearing me, right? You're
Yes,
hearing me?
yeah.
Okay. All right. So this is Sri Gaura Sundar is Krishna himself with the attitude of Srimati Radharani. First point. Okay. Then Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu never gave up the attitude of the gopis. He never took the path of Krishna. All right. He's Krishna in the mood of Srimati Radharani. And he never switched his path. He didn't take the path of Krishna. All right.
No, no.
So he remained always as mood of Srimati Radharani. Meaning he wants to understand or relish the love
We can't hear you. We can't hear you.
Hear you. Mataji, we can't hear you. Your voice is not coming.
all right.
Mataji, couldn't hear you.
Now,
You could not hear me?
now we can.
Now we can.
Now we can. Yeah. You have to repeat that, what you said.
It's my internet is going on and off.
I don't know.
I'm saying that Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he accepted the mood of Srimati Radharani. He's Krishna, okay? He's accepting the mood of Srimati Radharani. And his experience, so Krishna wants to know what is that love that Srimati Radharani has for him. All right. And what is the happiness that she derives when she gives that service to him? What is that happiness that she experiences? Right? Is it okay? Oh, we lost.
No,
Yes.
no, you're okay up to now. what my question was that in that mood, why is he teaching us not to have anything deep with woman?
Sorry, I'm not hearing properly what you're saying.
No, he is in the mood of Radharani. Fine.
Yes.
But why is he teaching us in this mood that
Oh,
he is never joking with others' wives,
oh,
never,
okay.
never interacting with women?
Okay, let's read it again. Okay? He remained everlastingly predominated by Krishna and never accepted the part of the predominator by imitating conjugal love with an ordinary woman as Sahajas generally do. Now Srila Bhakti Siddhanta is making the distinction between the Sahajas and Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. All right. Are you with me?
Yeah.
So, the Sahajas, what do they do? Lusty materialists, like the members of the Sahaja Sampradaya, hanker after women, even others' wives. All right? So the Sahajas are saying that we are Krishna. And therefore we're doing
Oh,
Ras
yeah,
Leela.
I get it now.
We're doing Ras Leela. So, but when they try to ascribe the responsibility for their lusty activities to Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, they become offenders to Swarup Damodar and Srila Vrindavan Das Thakur. So they say, yes, we are doing this because this is what Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is doing. So they ascribe the responsibility for their lusty activities to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And then here, so Vrindavan Das Thakur is saying that actually this is not true. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he never mixed with women. He never even
Right.
joked with others' wives. As soon as he saw a woman coming, he would immediately give her ample room to pass without talking. All right? We follow this?
Yeah, I get it now. Thank you.
It's okay?
But why they become offenders to Swarup Damodar and Vrindavan Das Thakur and not to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu?
Because
Directly, yeah.
Swarup Damodar and Vrindavan Das Thakur, they are the authorities to establish who Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is. And Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is not the, so Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is not the, that's not what he is. So Swarup Damodar, see, remember that this whole, this book, Chaitanya Charitamrita, is written according to the notes of Swarup Damodar.
Yeah,
And
okay.
Srila Vrindavan Das Thakur, he wrote Shri Chaitanya Bhagavat, and he, at no point did they mention Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Gora Nagari. Gora Nagari meaning that he's the enjoyer of women. So Mahaprabhu, internally, he's in the mood of gopis. So all his associates are like feminine, right? Internally. He was a strict sannyasi. You follow? Do we follow this? Or are we lost?
No, okay. It's okay now.
We could follow this?
Internally, or his associates are all gopis and ladies, but externally he is behaving like a sannyasi.
Yeah.
What you're saying.
All right. Internally, he's in the mood of gopis. So that's how Swarup Damodar, this one, that one, everybody, they are like gopis. Like Rup Goswami's Rupa Manjari. All those Goswamis and Vrindavan, they are in eternal identity or Manjaris. Is it okay? Devahuti, you want to say something?
No, Mataji, I'm perfect. I understood this.
Okay, because you're unmuted here. Okay, let's read this again. Huh? In Shri Chaitanya Bhagavat Adikan, chapter 15, it is said, Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu never even joked with others' wives. As soon as he saw a woman coming, he would immediately give her ample room to pass without talking. He was extremely strict regarding the association of women. The Sahajas, however, pose as followers of Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, although they indulge in lusty affairs with women. All right. So the Sahajas, they are engaged in illicit relationship with the women, and then they put the responsibility on Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. They say we are followers of Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And this is the great disaster that they created in Bengal. Hmm? So that had to be fixed. He never joked with any woman, nor in this incarnation did he talk about women. All right, so in this incarnation, he didn't talk about women. Not like Krishna, who's joking with the gopis. All right? The Gauranga Nagari party is not approved by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu or Vrindavan Das Thakur. Even though one may offer all kinds of prayers to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, one should strictly avoid worshipping him as the Gauranga Nagara. What with this song, Yashomati Nandana, Braja Bara Nagara, Gokula Ranjana Kana, right? Hari Bol, Hare Krishna.
Can
Are
hear
we-
you, Matashika?
Did you hear me?
Yes, we
Yes.
are able to hear you.
Yeah.
Okay, but I didn't hear any answer. Yashomati Nandana, Braja Bara Nagara, right? Right?
Yeah.
So Krishna is like this. He's the enjoyer of the gopis. But Mahaprabhu didn't take that mood or that role that he's Goranga Nagara.
Hmm.
All right?
Okay.
Yeah, from my side, something is not proper with my internet. You're
Mataji, we
all
can hear you perfectly. There's no problem at all.
okay because you're all frozen on my screen. So, are we clear about this?
Yes, yes.
So, the
Yes, we are.
personal behavior of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and the verses written by Sri Chaitanya Sri Vrindavan Das Thakur have completely repudiated the lusty desires of the Gauranga Nagari. So, they are Sahajiyas. Okay, text 277. Oh, we spent half an hour only on one verse. Gopi bhavayate prabhu dhariyache ekanta Brajendra nandane mane apanara kanta. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu accepted the mood of the gopis who accept Brajendra Nandana Shri Krishna as their lover. Okay, let's read this again. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu accepted the mood of the gopis who accept Rajendra Nandana Shri Krishna as their lover. Gopika Bhaveraye Sudridha Nishchaya Rajendra Nandana Veena Anyatra Nahai. It is firmly concluded that the ecstatic mood of the gopis is possible only before Krishna and no one else. Shama Sundara Shikha Picha Gunja Vibhushana Gopavesha Tribhangima Murali Vadana. He has a bluish complexion, a peacock feather on his head, Shikha Picha, a Gunja garland, and the decorations of a cowherd boy. His body is curved in 3 places and he holds a flute to his mouth. Ihachari Krishna Yadi Hai Anyakar Gopikara Bhavanahi Yai Nikata Tahar. If Lord Krishna gives up this original form and assumes another Vishnu form, nearness to him cannot invoke the ecstatic mood of the gopis. So now this is the next verse is confirming this. Gopinam Pashumendra Nandana Jusho Bhavasya Kashtam Piti Vigyatum Shamate Duruha Padavi Sancharina Prakriyam Avishpurvati
Vaishnav.
Vaishnavim Api Tanum Tasmin Jishnu Bhir Ya Samhanta Chaturbhi Adbhuta Ruchim Ragodaya.
Haya Kunjati. Mm.
Once, Lord Shri Krishna playfully manifested himself as Narayan with 4 victorious hands and a very beautiful form. When the gopis saw this exalted form, however, their ecstatic feelings were crippled. Even a learned scholar, therefore, cannot understand the gopis' ecstatic feelings, which are firmly fixed upon the original form of Lord Krishna as the son of Nanda Maharaj. The wonderful feelings of the gopis in ecstatic Paramarasa with Krishna constitute the greatest mystery in spiritual life. I'll read it again. So this is a quotation from Lalita Madhava 6.54 by Srila Rupa Goswami. So what happened once, Shri Krishna, he manifested him playfully, right? He manifested himself Narayan 4 hands. But when the gopis saw this exalted form of Narayan, what did they do? Their ecstatic feelings were crippled. So see, Krishna and the gopis, they're very spontaneous. They're very spontaneous. But when they saw the Krishna as Narayan, their ecstatic mood were crippled. Even a learned scholar, therefore, cannot understand the gopis' ecstatic feelings, which are firmly fixed upon the original form of Lord Krishna, or the son of Nanda Maharaj. The wonderful feelings of the gopis in ecstatic Paramarasa with Krishna constitute the greatest mystery in spiritual life. So, here the point is that what are the gopis is a great mystery. What are the gopis? It's a super great mystery. Even learned scholars cannot understand, and that's why we are battling with this. And that's why the Sahajiyas are putting up their own philosophy, which is completely false. Let's read the next one. वसंतकाले रसलीला करे गोवर्धने अंतर्धाना कहेला संकेत करे राधासने. During the season of springtime, when the rasa dance was going on, suddenly Krishna disappeared from the scene, indicating that he wanted to be alone with Shrimati Radharani. Nibhritta nikunjavasi dekhe Radhara baat अन्वेषिते ऐला तहान गोपिकारा bhakta. Krishna was sitting in a solitary bush waiting for Shrimati Radharani to pass by. But while he was searching, the gopis are there like a phalanx of soldiers. So the gopis went, they went on an attack. All right. So Krishna was sitting in a solitary bush. He was waiting for Shrimati Radharani to pass by. But while he's looking out for Shrimati Radharani, the gopis, everybody came like a phalanx of soldiers. So what did he do? Dura haite Krishna dekhi bala gopi gana. E dekha kunjera bhitara vrajendra nandana. Just see the gopis said, seeing Krishna from a distant place. Here within a bush is Krishna, the son of Nanda Maharaj. Gopi Gana dekhi Krishna la haila sadvasa. Lukaite narihila bhaye haila vivash. As soon as Krishna saw all the gopis, he was struck with emotion. Thus he could not hide himself. And out of fear, he became motionless. Chaturbhuja muti dhari achena vashiya. Krishna dekhi gopi kahe nikate ashiya. Krishna assumed his four-armed Narayan form and sat there. When the gopis came, they looked at him and spoke as follows. ihon Krishna na hai, ihon Narayana Murti. Itabali tanre sabhe kare natti stuti. He's not Krishna, he's the Supreme Person, Godhead Narayan. After saying this, they offered obeisances and the following respectful prayers. Namo Narayana Deva Karaha Prasada Krishna Sangha Deha Mora Uchaha Vishada.
Ucha.
O Lord Narayan, we offer our respectful obeisances unto you. Kindly be merciful to us. Give us the association of Krishna and thus vanquish our lamentation. 4. The gopis were not made happy even by seeing the four-armed form of Narayan. Yet they offered their prayers to the Supreme Person Godhead and begged from him the benediction of achieving the association of Krishna. Such is the ecstatic feeling of the gopis. Etabali namaskari gela gopi gana hena kale radha asi dila darshana. After saying this and offering obeisance, all the gopis dispersed. So they moved on because they saw it's not Krishna, it's Narayan. Then what happened? Then Shrimati Radharani came and appeared before Lord Krishna. Radha dekhi Krishna tandre hasya karite. Se chaturbhuja murti chahena rakhite. When Lord Krishna saw Radharani, he wanted to maintain the four-armed form to joke with her. Lukaila dui bhuja radhara agrete. Bahu yatna kahela Krishna narila rakhite. In front of Shrimati Radharani, however, Shri Krishna had to hide the 2 extra arms. He tried his best to keep her 4 arms before her, but he was completely unable to do so, so his bhav came out. Radhara Vishuddha Bhavera Achintya Prabha Ye Krishnera Karaila Dvi Bhuja Swabha. The influence of Radharani's pure ecstasy is so inconceivably great that it forced Krishna to come to his original 2-armed form. Text 293.
Prasaram.
Prasaram vidho nileya vasatah
Kunjim Vigakshi Gane
Drishtam gopahitam
Drishtam
swam
Swam
madhu
Uddara
Udbhura
Dhiyaya
jiyaya
Shishtu
shushtu sandarshita
Santarsita
Radhaya
Radhaya
pranayasya
Pranayasya
khanta
Kanta
mahimayasya
Himayasya
shriya
Shriya
rakshitum
Raksitum Sa
Sa
Sakya
sakya prabha
Prabha
vishnu
Vishnu
napi
Napi
harina
Harina
nasis
Nasti
chaturbhahuta.
Saturbahuta.
Prior to the Rasa dance, Lord Krishna hid himself in a grove just to have fun. When the gopis came, their eyes resembling those of deer, but his sharp intelligence, he exhibited his beautiful 4-armed form to hide himself. But when Shrimati Radharani came there, Krishna could not maintain his 4 arms in her presence. This is the wonderful glory of her love. This is a quotation from Ujjvala Nilamani by Srila Rupa Goswami. Shri Vajera Ihan
Iha
Shri
Srivajaya
Vajera Ishwara Jagannatha Pita Se Vrajeshwari Ihan
Ita
Sachi Devi
Satide
Mata. Father Nanda, the king of Vrajabhumi, is now Jagannath Mishra, the father of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And Mother Yashoda, the queen of Vrajabhumi, is now Sachi Devi, Lord Chaitanya's mother. Se Nanda Sutta Ihan Chaitanya Gosani, Se Baladeva Ihan Nityananda Bhai. The former son of Nanda Maharaj is now Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and the former Baladev, Krishna's brother, is now Nityananda Prabhu, the brother of Lord Chaitanya. Let me just check what's going on here. Okay. Okay, all right. Devahuti, you read now.
Hare Krishna. Text
Hare
296. Vatsalya dasya sakhya teen bhavamya Shri Nityananda Krishna Chaitanya Shahaya. Translation: Sri Nityanand Prabhu always feels the ecstatic emotions of paternity, servitude, and friendship. He always assists Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in this way. Prema bhakti diya tenho bhashaila jagote tar tar choritro loke na pare bujite. Sri Nityananda Prabhu overflooded the entire world by distributing transcendental loving service. No one can understand his character and activities. Advaitya Acharya Goshani Bhakta Avatar Krishna Avatariya Koila Bhaktir Prochar. Sri Advaita Acharya Prabhu appeared as an incarnation of a devotee. He is in the category of Krishna, but he descended to this earth to propagate devotional service. Sakhya dasya dui bhav sahajo tahar kobhu prabhu kore na tar guru vyavahar. Translation: His natural emotions are always on the platform of fraternity and servitude, but the Lord sometimes treated him as his spiritual master. শ্রীবাসাদি যত মহাপ্রভুর ভক্তগণ নিজে নিজে ভাবে করেন চৈতন্য সেবন. All the devotees of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, headed by Srivas Thakur, have their own emotional humors in which they render service unto him. Pandit Goshani Adi যার এই রাস সেই রাসে প্রভু হানা তার বাস. Translation: Personal associates like Gadadhar Pandit, Swarup Damodar, Ramanand Rai, and the six Goswamis, headed by Rupa Goswami, are all situated in their respective transcendental humors. Thus, the Lord submits to various positions in various transcendental mellows or pot. In verse 296 through 301, the emotional devoted service of Sri Nityananda, Sri Advaita Prabhu, and others have been fully described. Describing such individual service, the Gaura Ganadesh Deepika 11 to 16 declares that although Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared as a devotee, he is none other than the son of Nanda Maharaj. Similarly, although Sri Nityananda Prabhu appeared as Lord Chaitanya's assistant, he is none other than Baladev, the carrier of the plough. Advaita Acharya is the incarnation of Sadashiv from the spiritual world. All the devotees headed by Srivas Thakur are his marginal energy, whereas the devotees headed by Gadadhar Pandit are the manifestation of his internal potency. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Advaita Prabhu, and Nityananda Prabhu all belongs to the Vishnu Tattva category. Because Lord Chaitanya is the ocean of mercy, he is addressed as Mahaprabhu, whereas Nityananda and Advaita, being two great personalities who assist Lord Chaitanya, are addressed as Prabhu. Thus, there are two Prabhus and one Mahaprabhu. Gadadhar Goswami is a representative of a perfect Brahmana spiritual master. Srivas Thakur represents a perfect Brahmana devotee. These five are known as the Pancha Tattva.
All right, so this is a summary of the Panch Tattva. Okay, Indira Radha, are you able to read?
Hare Krishna.
Indira Radha, can you read?
Yes, I can. Can you hear me? You can hear? Yeah.
Yeah, you can read. Text
Yeah, I can.
302.
Text 302. Tiha Shama Vamsi Mukha Gopa Vilasi Nihar Gaura Kabhu Rija Kabhu Tai Sannyasi. In Krishna Lila, the Lord's complexion is blackish. Holding a flute to his mouth, he enjoys as a cowherd boy. Now the self-same person has appeared with a fair complexion, sometimes acting as a Brahman and sometimes accepting the renounced order of life. Text 303.
Yeah,
Atta,
1 minute. Please. 1 minute. Yeah, 1 minute. So this, in Krishna's Leela, the Lord's complexion is blackish. Holding a flute to his mouth, he enjoys as a cowherd boy. Now the self-same person has appeared with a fair complexion, sometimes acting as a Brahmana and sometimes accepting the renounced order of life. So we are again emphasizing that external reason. Right? Continue.
Atta Eva Apane Prabhu Gopi Pavadari Brajendra Nandani Kahi Prananatha Kari. Therefore, the Lord himself, accepting the emotional ecstasy of the gopis, now addresses the son of Nanda Maharaj as, O master of my life, O my dear husband. Say Krishna, say Gopi Parama Virodha, Achintya Charitra Prabhura, Ati Sudurbodha. He is Krishna, yet he has accepted the mood of the gopis. How is it so? It is the inconceivable character of the Lord which is very difficult to understand. That's true. Krishna's accepting the part of the gopis is certainly contradictory according to any mundane calculation. But the Lord, by his inconceivable character, may act like the gopis and feel separation.
Actually, your voice is completely breaking in Radha. Your voice is, this is a difficult section. I'll just read this, 304. I'll just read this. Say Krishna, say Gopi Parama Virodha, Achintya Charitra Prabhurati Sudurbodha. He is Krishna, yet he has accepted the mood of the gopis. How is it so? It is the inconceivable character of the Lord, which is very difficult to understand. That's why we spend half an hour just to figure that out. Now it's being explained more. Purport. Krishna's accepting the part of the gopis is certainly contradictory according to any mundane calculations. But the Lord, by his inconceivable character, may act like the gopis and feel separation from Krishna, although he is Krishna himself. Such a contradiction can be reconciled only in the Supreme Person Godhead, because he has energy that is inconceivable, achintya, which can make possible that which is impossible to do. Aghata ghatana pati yashi. Such contradictions are very difficult to understand unless a devotee strictly follows the Vaishnava philosophy under the direction of the Goswamis. Therefore, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami ends every chapter with this verse. Shri Rupa Raghunatha Pade Yara Asha. Chaitanya Charitamrita Kahe Krishnadas. Praying at the lotus feet of Shri Rupa and Shri Raghunath, always desiring their mercy, I, Krishnadas, narrate Shri Chaitanya Charitamrita, following in their footsteps. So this is the method. If we want to understand Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, then we pray like the way Srila Krishnadas Goswami prayed. In a song, again, Narottam Das Thakur, so the Acharyas, they are praying in this way. Rupa Raghunatha Pade Haibe Ahuti Kabe Hama Bhujaba Se Yugala Piriti. The conjugal love between Radha and Krishna, which is called Yugala Piriti, is not understandable by man. artists or poets. It is simply to be understood by devotees who strictly follow in the footsteps of the 6 Goswamis. Sometimes so-called artists and poets try to understand the love affairs of Radha and Krishna. And they publish cheap books of poetry and pictures on the subject. Unfortunately, however, they do not understand the transcendental affairs of Radha and Krishna, even to the smallest degree. They are simply meddling in a matter in which they are not fit even to enter. We get this? Is this clear? This passage? Is it clear? Anybody has any question on this? Are you with me?
Yes, yes, we are with you.
Okay, everybody?
Yes, we are.
Okay, all right. Because you know my connection is not proper. All your videos is off for me. I'm not seeing anybody.
Very
So
good.
my internet something is not proper here. So I'm like on a audio call and not on a video call. Text 306. I'm just continuing because we'd like to complete this today. All right, I think we should stop. We should stop it. It will take us some more time, half an hour.
It's
So we'll
okay,
complete next week. We'll
We can
complete
continue.
next week. Is it okay?
Yes, Mataji.
All right.
Yes.
We'll continue
Yeah,
next
yeah.
week because
Stop now.
if we
I
start
think you are
something new,
having
then
a lot
we'll
of
take
problems
1 hour.
with your.
Hare Krishna. Okay,
Hare
we'll
Krishna.
continue next week. We'll continue next week. All right. Thank you very much. Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna.
Kalpatarubhyascha kripasindhubhyascha Hare Krishna.
Haribo.